Welcome to our in-depth analysis of NVVE Nuve Holding Corp, a stock that has recently captured attention due to its dramatic price decline and extreme volatility. In this video, we'll break down the technical and fundamental factors driving NVVE's performance, explore the risk and reward dynamics, and discuss possible scenarios for the coming trading sessions. Whether you're a trader, investor, or simply curious about market behavior, this analysis will help you understand the forces at play in NVVE's recent price action. Let's start by setting the stage with a general overview and trend assessment. VVE is currently trading at 0.192, reflecting a severe downtrend and extreme oversold conditions. Over the past year, the stock has collapsed from over $5.02 to its current level, with the decline accelerating in the last 3 months. The risk thermometer shows a beta of -0.112, indicating NVVE moves independently of the broader market and exhibits low volatility. Despite this, the risk-reward ratio stands at an astonishing 106, suggesting a potentially high reward if a reversal occurs. The stock is near its 52-week low, highlighting significant long-term weakness and persistent downward pressure. 0.192, NVVE trades dramatically below its VWAP of $2.17, indicating massive distribution and selling pressure. Volume analysis reveals a paradox. While on-balance volume OBV suggests some accumulation, other indicators like accumulation distribution AD and ADOSC confirm overwhelming selling. Recent trading sessions have seen extraordinary volume growth, with a 493% increase and a volume ratio of 18.2. Despite this, the money flow index MFI is at 97.78, suggesting strong money flow even as the price continues to fall. This divergence often signals a volume trap, where high volume fails to support a rally, typically preceding trend exhaustion. All short-term moving averages, including SMA and EMA, are currently above NVVE's price, confirming a strong downtrend. Short-term averages are close to the current price, suggesting possible stabilization. However, medium and long-term averages are much higher, highlighting the severity of the decline. For example, the 200-day SMA is at $1.09, while the 200-day EMA is at $3.92, both far above the current price. The MAMA and FAMA indicators show a weak short-term bullish momentum, but the broader trend remains bearish. Momentum indicators for NVVE remain deeply bearish. The MACD and its signal line are both negative, though the MACD histogram shows a slight weakening in downward momentum. Other momentum readings, such as Momentum 10 and Momentum 20, confirm the persistent bearish trend. Oscillators like RSI and Stock RSI are in oversold territory, with RSI values below 36 and Williams % are at -99, indicating extreme oversold condition. These technical signals often precede a reversal, but confirmation is needed before acting. Volatility indicators for NVVE are elevated, with ATR at 0.035 and NETR at 18.19%. The ADX score of 22.43 points to a moderate downtrend, while the technical score of 84.71 paradoxically reflects extreme oversold conditions. The combination of high volatility and persistent downward pressure suggests that price swings could be sharp and unpredictable in the near term. Traders should be prepared for both rapid declines and sudden rebounds, especially if volume remains high. Linear regression confirms the dominant downtrend in NVVE. The slope is negative and the predicted price is 0.14, which is below the current price of 0.192. This deviation suggests that while the overall trend remains bearish, there may be short-term stabilization or even a corrective rally. The R-squared value of 0.703 indicates a strong correlation to the downtrend, while the price's position above the regression line hints at potential for a short-term bounce. Looking ahead to the next trading session, NVVE is expected to open between 0.188 and 0.195, based on current technical structure. The pivot point at 0.237 acts as distant resistance, while support at 0.145 provides a psychological floor. Technical signals such as the MACD histogram and volume acceleration suggest weakening downward momentum, increasing the probability of a gap-up opening. However, strong resistance at 0.193 and 0.33 may limit upside potential. The most probable scenario is a stabilization near 0.19, with a chance for a short covering rally if volume remains elevated. VVE faces immediate resistance at 0.193 and 0.258, with major resistance at 0.284. Key support levels are 0.145 and the 52-week low at 0.18. The proximity to the lower Bollinger Band suggests potential for stabilization, while the distance to the upper band indicates significant overhead supply. Intraday movement is expected to be volatile, with sharp reversals possible. If the price fails to hold 0.18, a decline towards 0.145 may follow, while a sustained break above 0.193 could target 0.258. Based on the ATR of 0.035, NVVE's expected intraday range is between 0.157 and 0.227. This wide range reflects the high volatility environment. More probable bounds, considering recent technical levels, are highs between 0.21 and 0.22 and lows between 0.18 and 0.185. Volatility indicators confirm that sharp price swings are likely, especially if trading volume exceeds 100 million shares. Intraday movement is expected to be asymmetric, with sharper declines on support breaks and slower volume-dependent rallies. First possible scenario for NVVE is capitulation. If the stock fails to hold the 0.18 support, an accelerated decline toward 0.145 could occur, driven by stop-loss orders and panic selling. This scenario is confirmed by a negative MACD and declining volume acceleration. The probability of this outcome is estimated at 25%. Traders should be cautious, as this scenario could result in rapid losses and increased volatility. Second scenario is stabilization, where NVVE consolidates between 0.18 and 0.21, with high volume but limited price movement. This outcome is supported by a neutral MACD histogram and easing distribution, as indicated by improving ADOC. The probability of this scenario is the highest at 55%. In this case, the stock may trade sideways for several sessions, allowing for potential accumulation and reduced volatility. Third scenario involves a short squeeze. If trading volume surges and the relative volume exceeds 30, a short covering rally could push NVVE toward the 0.284 resistance. This scenario is confirmed by the RSI crossing above 40 and the MACD signal turning positive. The probability of this outcome is about 20%. This scenario offers the highest potential reward but requires confirmation through price action and sustained high volume. VVE presents an extremely high-risk, high-reward profile. The risk thermometer analysis shows contradictory signals. While the proximity to the 52-week low suggests a value opportunity, the negative beta indicates uncorrelated risk. The exceptional risk-reward ratio of 106 implies substantial upside if a reversal occurs, but confirmation is crucial. Investors should be aware that such asymmetric setups can lead to both significant gains and steep losses. Summary of technical indicators shows NVVE is deeply oversold, with RSI at 34.46 and Williams % R at. Emerging bullish divergences such as the MACD histogram and MAMA FAMA crossover hint at possible reversal. However, volume analysis reveals conflicting forces. While volume growth is exceptional, distribution is only just beginning to ease. Linear regression confirms the severe downtrend, but the current price trading above the predicted value hints at short-term stabilization. Traders should closely monitor the 0.18 support and 0.21 resistance. A breach of 0.18 confirms the continuation of the downtrend, while a break above 0.21 signals a potential reversal. The ATR-based range of 0.157 to 0.227 sets expectations for high volatility. Upside targets include 0.21, 0.258, and 0.284, while downside risk extends to 0.145. Position sizing and risk management are critical in this environment. Volume trap occurs when surging trading volume fails to sustain a price rally, often leading to further declines. In NVVE's case, despite extraordinary volume growth and a high money flow index, the price continues to fall. This divergence suggests that sellers are overwhelming buyers, and the increased activity may signal capitulation rather than accumulation. Recognizing volume traps is essential for avoiding false reversal signal. In NVVE's high volatility and asymmetric risk-reward profile, effective risk management is crucial. Traders should consider using stop-loss orders to limit downside exposure, especially near key support levels. Position sizing should be conservative, accounting for the possibility of gap-down moves. Upside targets should be scaled at resistance levels, and profits should be taken incrementally as the price approaches these targets. Always confirm reversal signals before committing significant capital. The coming sessions, watch for confirmation of a reversal through price action and volume. Key indicators include the RSI crossing above 40, MACD turning positive, and sustained volume above 100 million shares. If these signals align, a rally toward 0.284 becomes more likely. Conversely, failure to hold support at 0.18 could trigger further declines. Stay alert to intraday volatility and adjust your strategy as new data emerge. Sum up, NVVE is in a late-stage downtrend with extreme oversold conditions and conflicting technical signals. While there is potential for a reversal rally, confirmation through price and volume is essential. The risk-reward setup is highly asymmetric, favoring aggressive traders who can manage risk effectively. Whether you're considering a speculative entry or simply observing, keep a close eye on key levels and be prepared for rapid changes in market sentiment. Thank you for joining us for this comprehensive analysis of NVVE. The stock's current situation is a classic example of high-risk, high-reward trading, where technical signals, volume dynamics, and risk management all play critical roles. As always, do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making investment decisions. Stay tuned for more market insights and timely updates on stocks like NVVE.